Hi Scorpio, it's Lynn from Devine Central, and I am here with your July 2023 tarot reading. I'm going to pull a card in various aspects of your life, and we'll just see what the month of July has in store for you. In the meantime, as most of you know, I travel, and I'm coming to you from somewhere in the middle of Illinois on my way to Maine. So you just never know where I'm coming from. All right, let's change cameras. I have already shuffled. Let's go ahead and flip some cards and see what we have. Queen of Wands for work. We have Justice for finances. Ooh, we have the Ten of Swords for personal relationships, and the Hermit for our friends, family, and social life, and the Seven of Swords for our personal development or growth. Okay, listen, you can't have really good months without having some crappy months, right? And so that makes us appreciate them even more. It seems to me that last month we did not have the greatest reading for Scorpio either. And unfortunately for that, I got some thumbs down. But you know what? You gotta, yeah, I mean, I hope that was a thumbs down, like, yeah, I agree with you. That stunk, as opposed to, it was a bad reading. So I'm going to prefer the former. All right, so it seems like our bright spot this month is going to be with the Queen of Wands at work. It's about having a lot of energy. It's about having a lot of creativity. We exude that when we get excited about something and we are just totally in our zone. And people come to us because they know that we're problem solvers. They know that we can think outside the box. They know that they can count on us to, well, we're a performer. You can see that, she's, oh, there we go. You can see she's performing by letting the cheetah jump through the fire hoop. And so it's kind of a fun month, I think, when it comes to work. And you know what? Sometimes what we need to do is focus our time and our energy into the areas of our life that are really doing well and just wait for the others to subside. So I think that work is going to be the bright spot for the month. As far as your finances go, we have the Justice card. So either there's going to be some type of I want to say a financial windfall, because justice is about, justice is as justice served, right? It's, maybe that we were due to get a break. Maybe we were due for karma and for getting a little piece of the pie that, we've probably worked so hard for. So it could be a legal matter that comes up that has to do with finances. Typically when we see these readings, they're usually for the better, not for the worse. And so I think that it all depends on how you've been in whatever the situation is. If you've been, I don't know, if you've kind of cheated or cut the corners when it comes to finances, then maybe you're going to get your just reward today. But maybe if you've been really good and helpful to other people, maybe given of yourself and, maybe a few bucks here and there, or, something else of value like your time or your attention to something that really needed it, then you'll get your just reward for that too. So justice is coming your way. So I guess it depends on what side of the spectrum that you've been on. As far as your personal relationship with a significant other, we have the Ten of Swords. So if there's been any type of arguments or anything, the good news is it's over. Tens are not only about completion, but about turning that corner and starting anew. So this is the end of this cycle. So that very well could be good news for you if you have been having some kind of issues or trouble. If there's some type of ongoing argument that's happening or one that's coming, because this is for the whole month, what you may find is that whatever it is, as a 10, it's over before it begins. And this is something that you might just need to not fight. One of the things I like about this card is it says that, it's not worth pursuing. You're never going to fix it, whatever the situation is. So if somebody that you care about gets really angry about something and says some things they don't mean, you just let it go. And because it's just not an argument worth fighting for, okay? Because there is no fix. So I think that, maybe with any luck, anything that comes up will be quick and short-lived for you, and that would be a good thing, right? As far as your friends and family and social life are concerned, we have the Hermit. And I think this is a lot about finding our way, maybe finding our way with family or friends, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I think that we're wise. We understand ourselves, and I think that if we, especially as Scorpios, I find Scorpios are very, very well in tune with themselves and their beliefs and are able to communicate them. But sometimes, we know better than family members. Sometimes family members come to us because they know that we're a little bit more in tune with what's going on in the world than they are. But sometimes we just need to accept the fact that everybody has to find their own way, and so stay on your own path and let the others be there for the others if they come to you, but otherwise let them stumble on their own and find their own way. As far as your personal life goes this month, we have the Seven of Swords. It can be about secrecy. It can be about just living kind of stealth-like. I think that what's interesting about this card is you may have several interests or desires that would help you grow personally, and you're not sharing them with others. And I think that's all right. I think for you to stay in your own world, kind of like the hermit. If you just want to stay in your own world and grow on your own without having to share that with everybody, I think that's perfectly fine. And I think that you should go ahead and do that. Does Spirit agree or disagree? Let's see what does Spirit have to say. Death. We get the Death card. Great. So there is some kind of transformation that I think that is going on, probably in all areas of your life. Really, maybe work is kind of well defined, but the justice with the finances. I mean, that could be the end of something and the beginning of something else. Same with this whole relationship card thing. It could be. I always like to look at the bright side. I always think that when Spirit hands us these cards, that they're trying to give us something good, or guide us to the good, maybe guide us away from the bad, not bring bad to us. So I just think that this might be a time of transformation for you. So getting rid of some of the things that don't work and making room for some of the new things, especially the new things in your personal development. So that's the reading I have. I guess it's not as bad as it first looked. So I'm going to be looking and keeping my fingers crossed for like all sunny cards next month. So if you thought this was an acceptable reading, I would appreciate a thumbs up so others can find me. And please subscribe and see some of the other videos that I have going on right now. Thanks. Bye-bye.